Barnstormer. Barnstormer. Barnstorm. Why is that so hard to say? Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Cause Let's Gonna Talk About It. And today I'm gonna be talking about something a little different than usual. Now, in the most magical place on earth, families and friends from all over the world gather to come to this happy place in search of different adventures and different memories to make. Someone might be looking for a Mickey pretzel, or to drink around the world, or to get a whiff of that water smell that's on Pirates of the Caribbean. And there's no shortage of slower moving dark rides, but that might leave thrill seekers with a little bit of disappointment. Not everyone's super Disney crazy like all of us, and not a lot of people get excited by the smell of the Pirates of the Caribbean water, and some people might be looking to reach a quota in terms of how a ride fills their adrenaline. Now, if you've got adrenaline junkies in your group, hitting the rides on this list will make everyone in your group have a great day at the park. So I'm going to be talking about the top 5 thrilling rides at Walt Disney World. Disney has many roller coasters in their parks. In Magic Kingdom, there's the Barnstormer, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Big Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain, which there's not really a roller coaster in Splash Mountain, but I feel like it counts. And there's Test Track in Epcot, and Expedition Everest, and Primeval Whirl, and Animal Kingdom, and the list goes on. So there's a lot, but you've got to know which ones are the most thrilling. And there are 2 roller coasters in progress at the time of me filming this video, which is the Tron roller coaster opening in Magic Kingdom, and the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind ride, which will be opening in Epcot. Obviously, these rides aren't on the list because I haven't ridden them and we don't even know what they're going to be like, but I look forward to seeing how thrilling they are when they do open. Now, the first 3 rides on this list are in no particular order of intensity, as they all kind of feature different aspects that create a wild roller coaster ride. So first up is one of the Magic Kingdom mountains, and it is Big Thunder Railroad right there in Magic Kingdom, kind of tucked behind Splash Mountain. It opened in 1980, and it is kind of near the train station at Frontierland. Now, Big Thunder Mountain has a gold mining theme throughout the queue, and even interactive elements to help keep guests entertained, which aren't open right now because of COVID, but hopefully they'll reopen soon. It also happens to be the tallest Magic Kingdom mountain, beating Splash Mountain at a whopping 105 feet. And the ride lasts about 3 minutes, so it is pretty long, and it's not the most intense ride. The biggest drop is 35 feet, but you will reach about 35 mile per hour speeds, and it will satisfy seasoned and new riders alike and kind of be a good ride for everyone, for your roller coaster experts and maybe roller coaster newbies. And you can hit around 3 G-forces on this ride, so it will be the most wild ride in the wilderness. Space Mountain is a Magic Kingdom classic, and it's been giving thrills to riders in Tomorrowland since 1975, since it opened. And this roller coaster will take you to outer space in a rocket in this dark indoor roller coaster. And I won't lie, the rockets are cute, but aren't easy to get in and out of. You'll want to dress carefully when you go to Magic Kingdom, because if you're like me, you're going to want to wear shorts under your skirt if you're wearing, a skirt or a dress. And it's hard to get in and out of. I'll just warn you there. And the queue itself is really well themed. I've loved it ever since I was a kid, and as you wander through Starport 7-5, it's just immersive. It's no longer interactive, which is kind of a bummer, but there is a lot to look at as you go through this nicely air-conditioned queue. And when you blast off on your space adventure, you'll find yourself zooming around at 27 miles per hour. The darkness makes it feel a lot faster, though, I won't lie. Now, this mountain has 2 tracks, Alpha and Omega, and both you'll reach up to 3.7 G-forces. They're pretty much the same, almost identical, but Alpha is 10 feet longer than Omega. The more you know. Now, Space Mountain lasts around 2.5 minutes, and most of the drops on this ride are pretty short and they have really quick turns. The coaster itself reaches up to 90 feet, but the steepest drop that you'll encounter on this roller coaster is 26 feet tall. Now, Walt Disney World's newest roller coaster is Slinky Dog Dash, which is located in Toy Story Land in Hollywood Studios. The ride opened in 2018, and you can feel the newness of just how smooth this ride is. The story of the coaster is told through the queue, showing riders that Andy built his new coaster kit in his backyard, where you race through for the 2-minute duration of this ride. As you make your way back into the ride station, an audio animatronic Wheezy the Penguin sings to riders, and it's honestly a really good animatronic. I don't know why, but they just really popped off on it. And the ride tops out at about 40 miles per hour, which makes it the fastest coaster on our list so far. There are 2 launches in the ride, which adds to the thrill factor. There's one at the start of the ride and one closer to the end. And guests get to be 50 feet up in the air, so you get to see great views of Toy Story Land and surrounding Hollywood Studios. Each of these roller coasters brings something different to the table, which is why their intensity isn't in any particular order. Slinky Dog Dash will bring the speed for riders with those launches, and it is the fastest of the 3 at 40 miles per hour. And Space Mountain brings the G-forces with those really fast, sharp turns, and you'll reach up to 3.7 Gs. And the darkness of the ride also adds to the thrill factor. Finally, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad brings the heights. It's at 105 feet, and it's the 4th tallest ride in Walt Disney World, beat out by Tower of Terror, Expedition Everest, and Spaceship Earth. Now, the 35-foot hill on this ride will certainly make your stomach drop as you drop. Now, let's look at the 2 most intense coasters in Walt Disney World. Expedition Everest, Legend of the Forbidden Mountain, opened in 2006, and it instantly became a Disney favorite for fans everywhere, including myself, even though I didn't ride it in 2016. But once I did ride it, it has been my favorite ever since. This project was led by Joe Rohde, which is a famed Imagineer who was also in charge of the Animal Kingdom build just as a whole. And he did so much extensive research on the whole park and on the ride, and it shows. As you enter the line queue, you pass through this fictional Himalayan escapes travel agency with a Yeti museum, and there's hiking supplies, and you can even meet your expedition leaders. This Everest is 199 feet tall. And it's not 200 because then they'd have to put a little light on the top so planes, don't hit it. So to keep the magic in, it's 199 feet tall, and as you journey up the mountain, things go awry. The track in front of you is suddenly missing, and then riders are sent backwards with 50 miles per hour speeds, and you won't be shocked when you find out that you are experiencing 3 Gs of force on this ride. Now, you then see who is responsible for the broken track, and it's the Yeti. The Yeti was once one of the most elaborate audio animatronics that the Disney Imagineers had produced, but very quickly it broke. It was only after a couple months of being in operation that the framing of the It was only in operation for a couple of months before the framing of this 25-foot Yeti split. And since Imagineers would have to take apart the entire ride framing to fix it, it operates in B mode, which includes strobe lights to simulate that the Yeti is reaching after you. Now, the 80-foot drop might scare some riders, and every time I ride it, I think the Yeti's just gonna reach out and snatch me. But it's pretty fun. It's not too scary, trust me. Now, the full ride is about 3 minutes, and with such a deep level of storytelling on the coaster and in the queue, it's one I'd happily wait hours for. Last but not least, we have the most thrilling roller coaster in Walt Disney World with the Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. This ride made its debut in 1999, and Rock and Roller Coaster is the 2nd fastest ride in Walt Disney World at 57 miles per hour, and it's beat out only by Test Track, which clocks in at about 65 miles per hour. Now, Rock and Roller Coaster is the only Disney World ride to go upside down as of right now, and it does so multiple times. And the darkness of this ride makes it almost impossible to even know where you're going. There's a corkscrew and a rollover turn, and you race along the highway in your limo, and the green glowing highway signs and the trees on this magical interstate you're on are the only thing that you can see that lets you know even if you're upside right or not. Now, this roller coaster hits the pedal to the metal by accelerating you from 0 to 57 miles per hour at a rate of less than 3 seconds. And Aerosmith songs are blaring in your ears while it happens. Can you go down more? Okay. This dark coaster is 79 feet tall, and its intensity is shown in the 5 Gs of force that riders experience. The line queue has less elaborate theming than some of the others, but the possibility of seeing your name on a band poster as you walk in and out of the Aerosmith pre-show will definitely hype you up for this crazy coaster. Once you get past the pre-show, the theming is to the max with the dirty car garage look. There just isn't too much before the pre-show. There you have it. I hope this list of roller coasters will help you and your party in planning your next Disney vacation. There's so much to do in and out and around Walt Disney World, so make sure to prioritize what your group really wants to do. Barnstormer, Primeval Whirl, Test Track, and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train are a bit more family friendly, so that may be something to keep in mind if you have some thrill avoiders in your group. But I hope these 5 classics make it on your Disney itinerary and that you add Splash Mountain and Tower of Terror to get your drop thrills in. Although we don't have Fast Pass Plus right now, and we actually have completely lost it with the introduction of Genie Plus and the Lightning Lanes, which is a bummer, but that's a video for another day. These are definitely 5 rides that I think are worth getting a pass for if it's the only way that you can ride them, because they are so worth it to get yourself on and experience. But I hope that you have the most magical Disney vacation, no matter how soon or far that trip may be. If you want to see more of this type of informational or planning videos, just let me know down there in the comments, and feel free to hit me with ideas or questions for future videos. I love to hear it and see what people are looking to learn more on. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel down below. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, everything at Gotta Talk About It. And you'll find the links for my social medias down there as well. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.